Hi everybody, welcome to GameGorgon. My name is Krug.
I'm Indigo.
Today we're going to take you on a descent into madness as we explore the world of Cthulhu. Took all of my willpower to not crack up at you doing that. Whew.
Call of Cthulhu is a video game that is based off of the role-playing game off of the same name, which is where this comes into play. Call of Cthulhu has been around for a very long time, the game.
Yes.
It is one of the top, I want to say, 10 RPGs that exist. I want to say it's even top 3. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Let us know in the comments if I'm wrong. It is a very interesting look at the works of H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes.
If you don't know, H.P. Lovecraft is an author who wrote a lot of these weird alienistic horror books. Side note, I always feel it's very important when talking about H.P. I think it's extremely important. Super bigot.
Yeah.
Sexist.
Yeah.
And just a racist,
Yeah.
just a horrible person.
Yeah.
But his writing
His monsters are cool.
Yeah, his monsters are cool.
Call of Cthulhu, the game that we're talking about right now, is developed by Cyanide SA and is published by Focus Home Interactive.
Now, its release date is scheduled for October 30th.
That's close.
Of 2018. Also, a great day. I mean, October 30th, a horror game.
What's October 30th?
The day before Halloween.
Oh.
Now, they actually just released a gameplay trailer to go into, kind of to show what the game is a little bit more like when you play it, how do you interact with things.
It's only 4 minutes long, and in those 4 minutes, you basically get 1 minute of gameplay.
Yeah, it's kind of a frustrating gameplay trailer because there's a lot of cinematics within a 1 minute game, or a 4 minute gameplay trailer,
Yep.
and you're like,
come on. Like, that's not what... Even if you heavily cut up 4 minutes of other stuff, I'd much prefer that.
Yeah.
So, an uninterrupted 4 minutes of mostly cutscenes.
Yeah, it was like a car driving up, you getting out, explaining who you are.
Yeah.
And it was narrated over too, so it's not even like you got the actual gameplay like feel of it. So it was a little frustrating watching it, but we did get a lot of really good information from the narration. You're going to be able to interact in the world in many different ways.
Sure.
Now, you are playing a specific character, so it's not like you're going to be doing a character creation. You're playing a protagonist. And then based off of your skills, you're going to be able to interact with things differently and be able to get different pieces of information based off of your skills.
Yeah.
Now, here's the important part, or important question to that, is that we don't actually know how your skills are manufactured.
Yeah, how you acquire different skills. Like, for example, do you get strength by attempting strength things? Or do you need to, like, go to the gym? I don't know.
Or is there a point-buy system that you do in the very beginning at like login? Like, there is a lot of questions that came up with that, because there is things like thievery or psychology or, you know, physical feats that you can do, but they don't explain at all how you do them, and
or how you get to be able to do them.
Yeah, or if you start off as, which I think would be the worst way, is like, oh, you start off with these stats, here you go, play the game.
Oh,
and you're like, okay, well then that's not based off of my skills, that's based off of just
RNG.
Well, not even RNG, just like the game. Like, if your stats are static.
If they're going to do that, I don't think it's static. I think it's them rolling for each of your stats.
Oh, God.
Or maybe like randomly assigning you default
that would
values.
That would be too...
That would suck.
That would turn this game into, instead of a horror game, it would turn it into a roguelike.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like, all right, well, what's my stats? Crap, I have 0 strength, even though I'm a former military person. Like, that makes no
I don't
sense.
think that's what it's going to be anyways. This is all like speculation of things that we don't want, which is weird to speculate on, but whatever.
But here's the thing, is the reason we have to speculate on it is this gameplay trailer for a game that's, 2 months away.
Yeah.
We know, like, it's adding more questions to how complex the game can be.
Which feels flavorful in the context of the game. They release information and it only brings up more questions.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
To go into how those skills like take effect, we've already said, like, with thievery there are lock picks, like, and you can get into rooms based off of being able to lock things up or break locks. You can also look at paintings or read books or see a ritual circle, and based off of your skills will determine how much information you get from it. So, for example, that they look at a painting. Theoretically, you could look at that painting and just be like, oh, hey, they look happy, right? But if you have a higher level of, say, psychology, you can see that the husband in the painting is actually looking forward instead of looking at his wife or the camera. And so they say, oh, this is just a point in his life. This isn't an important part. He's already looking at what the next conquest is.
That's deep.
And so based off of your skills, however they're gained, will determine how much information you have about the mystery that you're trying to solve. The thing that they like to play really heavily into is that the more knowledge and the more information you have, primarily about the occult, the closer into madness you go. And that idea is very interesting. Because they flat out say, it might be better for you to
ignore.
Well, not just ignore, but just not plead ignorance, but flat out be ignorant about something that's going on.
Yeah, when I say ignore, I mean this is a thing I can investigate. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let that do what it does. The other thing about that is we don't know exactly what being mad does, or getting close to madness even. So it could be something that just, like Indigo's pointing out to me earlier, could just make the game harder, because it's like, oh, you're doing really well, you're getting all these, we're just gonna ramp up the difficulty by adding this element of chaos where you're actually mad, and that's going to affect your character in some negative ways. Or it could just be the end of the game, and you actually have to avoid it at all costs. I don't know.
Yeah, or I mean, the other thing which I think would be really interesting is that it's not necessarily
harder or prevents you from beating the game, but it ramps up the creepy aspect of it. So there's a part in the trailer that they show where you're going through this tunnel that water is up to your neck.
Right, and you're holding this lamp, and then all of a sudden you see this thing up in the water pop up and start coming towards you. You're just like, crapple, crapple, crapple. Where do you go? There's no way for you to leave.
And then scary moments like that, start popping
into, but theoretically you can still beat the game without having those interactions. And so I don't know. It's added so many more questions that I don't even know where to start.
Can you tell that he's excited to play All right, everybody, head down in the comments and let us know, what is chaos? Just show us the definition of chaos with your comments. Do everything you can to make absolutely no sense whatsoever.
And while you guys are down there, why don't you head over to Twitter and let us know what you think about chaos. You can reach me on Twitter at IndigoQT.
You can reach me at QueueTimes on Twitter. You can also reach both of us on _QT